This is D'Angelo here from
Inselbergmedia.
and we're here with my brother. I sent him something this morning. I just thought it was quite an interesting point he kind of made. I wanted to see what y'all thought about it, what my brother thought about it, so I want to get his raw reaction. So we just gonna play it, see how it play out. You know what I mean?
My mama empowered me when I was doing Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Listen to this shit. I'm doing Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Always been a big dude, you know, bigger than the average bear. But I respect my elders. There was a kid that was on the show by the name of, he'll enjoy the shout out, Chris Carter. He's in his 20s, I'm still a teenager, right? He hits on my mom. What? My mom tells me the story. She goes, yeah, that little nigga tried to hit on me earlier. And I was thinking to myself, right when she said that, I went, damn, that's fucked up. And then the next sentence changed my manhood. She said, and I almost made you beat his ass. Nigga, my chest poked up so big, I didn't even think in my mind I could fuck this nigga up until she said that shit. Women, moms are strong as fuck. They're very empowering to their sons if they use their shit the right fucking way. I'm like, you gonna walk me out to the car? I'm like, it's scary as fuck out there. She's like, no, but I got you with me. Oh, shit. I didn't know I was that guy till you said that shit. And I wish a motherfucker would. My mama empowered.
My mama empowered. That's a very strong point he's trying to make. That's why I say if it's used in the right way.
Yeah, if it's used in the right way.
But it's like he was saying, like, dang, he ain't getting no. Yeah, I don't fuck that. No, he wasn't saying all that. But his mom was like, put that in his head. And it's like, dang, I'm not saying she's right or wrong. That ain't what I'm here to discuss. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of that going on out here. And we know it ain't being used for the right way.
It's not. And unfortunately, these events are like, now they on a TV set. Now just imagine this in your local neighborhood and somebody try to hit on your mama and you say, man, I'm going to fuck you up. You run out there and get popped. And she just lost her son. So that's what I'm saying.
Or like, you got these affiliations with gangs and everything. So you feeling like, oh, yeah, we can go do something to this man. I mean, how many people do we know we lost in the community off of? I'm not trying. Matter of fact, ain't the dude who just died in this young scooter in Atlanta? Come to find out, she being charged with making a false allegation. Cause but whatever she reported to the police, that made the police show up and then made him like take off. Come to find out, she was lying. My man's died off an accident because he climbing the fence. Some guy into his leg, lost a lot of blood. But it started with someone because I heard the call. She talking about
they waving guns.
They waving guns. He beating the crap out of so and so. She gonna be seriously hurt if y'all don't hurry up and get here. And,
that's kidnapping. That's kidnapping. That's false imprisonment. That's all that shit.
That's
threatening with a weapon,
assault. Yeah. All that. Come to find out, and then it happened. And she being charged now with making these false accusations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
False reporting. And I'm not trying to say, I'm not here to be bashing women and black women and all that. But I have to say there's a problem in our community, and not just our community, it's happening to everybody,
man.
But it's like you can't be making these false allegations like that.
What it comes from is it stems from patriarchy, and I hate using this word, but it's true. When men had the straight up power in society, we gave women chivalry. And that's how we dealt with it. My lady, stick your hand out. Always walk your woman. Always walk on the side of the street where the water splash up from. Keep her on that side. Give your coat to her. You know what I mean? We always understood that we needed to take care of our women. Problem is, when we get into this world now where we're trying to play equality, that chivalrous mindset still exists in our society. It's deeply enrooted. So whenever you see a woman scream for help, what do? You jump and you get a little bold. You poke your chest out. He said his mom, he didn't even think that he could fight this dude.
He wasn't even
until his mom said something. Like,
oh, yeah.
So you're right. You can be empowered to do the wrong thing. That's what you're saying. That's what we automatically came back to. But this is the problem.
What about my story? I mean, this ain't probably the best example, but what about when we used to ride around Detroit, man? You remember you had that customer that time, and my man's foot was blown off. And with the situation, now that might be a little on the other side, but it still goes back to the concept. Sometimes,
that was crazy. No,
women get you into some.
I'll tell the story. Just long story short. Basically, homeboy was dating a girl who was for the streets. Let's keep it real, and he didn't know that. So I guess the guy that was running pimping her, basically, found out about it, didn't like it. and he.
I know she
popped the
was
trunk.
mad about something. wasn't
She got into a fight at the club with another woman, and so that's what it was. It was his woman and the other dude. The other woman, I guess he said something to her, somewhere. She said something to, and she was like, "I'm gonna get my nigga to fuck you up," basically. So that dude popped the trunk on my man's. They ended up wrestling in the middle of the street, and before he could even, realize what happened, he had the gun. He was holding the gun through his foot, and he had to shoot through his own foot to blow my man's head off.
So the guy who pulled the gun ended up with the gun faced at him because after a scruffle. And my man, to save his own life, had to shoot my man's, but to shoot my man's that attacked him first, he had to blow up. I mean, he had to blow through his own foot. And you had my man's in the car.
I had to carry him out.
Verified because it was in the news. Because when he told you the story,
I'll pull it up. I put it in the video.
Was my man's even bragging about it?
No, he was like, I don't want nothing to do with the street. He said, I'm done with the streets. I'm moving away from Detroit. I said, man, you should talk about your struggle. I was like, you should talk about your struggle, man. He was like, no, I don't. I'm done with this. I don't want nothing to do with anything in this city or anything to do with that shit. He was like, I ain't fucking with no hoes no more. Because that's what it was. He was messing with street girls and got into an altercation right on, I think it was on 8 Miles. It was on the east side. Yeah. I'll look it up, but blew a hole through his foot, had to kill him. Man, this is what happens when a guy who is not, and this is what happens also when men are not raised by other men. I'm gonna keep it real with you too. When
they need to have the good woman and a good man. They need to have both.
Sure, but when you don't have men in your life, you don't know how to establish boundaries. You don't understand how to do diplomacy. Your dad, you just like your son, when y'all roughhousing and stuff, and he hits you a little too hard, you hit him back and you say, "Hey, that's what this feels like, buddy. You can't just be throwing your full punch at me. I can punch harder than you." And that's how men learn how to deal with each other. You can't just always resort to violence. Sometimes it is diplomacy. But you only really learn that through roughhousing, through playing. Mom ain't doing that with you. Some moms do, but let's be honest, man, the majority of moms, they want to coddle their sons. They want to coddle their daughters. They want to be motherly. Why would you want to take that from them? They need men in their lives to show them the boundaries of how you deal with other men. You can't always resort to violence, or we get death, or we get your mom saying, "Hey, go fight this dude. Hey, come fight this dude for me."
Hold up, mom. Hold up. What exactly did he do?
Exactly. He just hit on you.
What did you do, mom?
He just hit on you. But I mean, his mom was fine. Let's get something straight. She was a young mom. She was fine. That dude was in his 20s. Actually, was he even wrong to hit on her? I'm gonna be 1,000 with you.
Yeah, look, he hit on her, and maybe that's not the right thing to do, but the
response was not to fight him.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you go in, or do you go have a word like, "Hey, bro, like,
hey, that's my
mom felt
bro.
uncomfortable with how you,
respect."
She felt like maybe you didn't come at her respect. Why is her first thing? Yeah, I was gonna get you to F him up. Why is that the first thing you said?
This is what I'm saying. Like you said,
can he not go have a talk with him for you? And then if my man's get out of pocket, then maybe there needs to be.
Then you can fight.
But the first thing you said,
diplomacy.
I need to go F him up, and he's older. So what if he already got his handgun license?
That's what I'm saying. People don't think about this stuff.
And now I'm dead,
bro.
When you really should have told me to go have a talk with him.
Diplomacy.
Yeah.
The only men. I'm not saying only men. I'm not saying only men, but you gotta. We think about this because I don't want to die. That's the reason why we think about this stuff. I can't send my son out there to get killed by somebody who don't care about his life.
Or I mean, once that nigga dead, who gonna protect you after that?
Exactly.
Because you got the nigga killed.
Exactly.
So really, you just needed him to stand the ground and be like, "Hey,
this has happened.
My mama has a son who's willing to put them hands on you or something. If you gonna keep coming at her like this, hey, maybe please rethink how you approached it." But no, you said go F him up. Okay, you F him up. Even if you win, what's to say he won't get somebody tougher and stronger?
Bro, he can just sue you. He can sue you. Y'all are on the fucking. Y'all getting money together.
You
getting money together. Like,
so now you out of a job.
You lost your job and you getting sued.
Baby Boy and all them other films would have never happened because you known as a problem maker on the set.
Because you can't be diplomatic. Dang. That's the problem. This is why diplomacy is
I didn't even think about all that.
That's why I keep trying to tell people, man. It's not about that men, like women can't do the job. It's just that we are built differently. We think about our situations very differently.
And we have to accept that there's certain...
Let's not.
Roles. I have to use that word. I know, but there are some roles. And sometimes... Look, I'm gonna say this one first, so the women don't get on it. Sometimes it's the man tripping, and this lady gotta be like, "Hey, look, you doing this the wrong way. Maybe you need to think about it this way." And then on the other side needs to be the man, like, "All right, mom, sister, daughter, hey, maybe we need to rethink this
Exactly.
situation.
Did it really go down like how
you have
said?
handled it better?
Yeah.
Are you being a bit emotional right now?
Were you dressing modestly? I'm just
Whoa,
going to be honest with you.
whoa,
You
you
can
going
say
there.
whatever you
Whoa.
want. They showed the pictures of his mom, bro. Titties out, tight skin, all black. Get out my face. She's looking for attention. But you know what? She a young, bro. She a young woman. Like why are we
trying to grow the channel, man? Why are you trying to get
why
us
you
into some
acting,
misogynism,
bro? Why you acting like women
Bro.
aren't beautiful?
Bro.
Why are you acting like they not beautiful and men not going to be attracted to them, bro?
Why are you being misogynistic?
I guess so. I guess I'm misogynist. All I'm saying.
You know that's what they gonna say.
I don't care. I don't
She
care.
gotta dress better.
I don't
like
care.
You know.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care at all. Listen, but did you hear her words? Did you hear her words? And I was gonna get you to fuck him up, even though I dress like this.
No,
Stop it!
Stop it!
Hey, it's Deontay from Inselbergmedia. We done with this video before we get banned. Let us know in the comments if we wrong, if we absolute savages or not. He want to play nice. I don't play nice. I don't play nice. I say what it is.
I try to be diplomatic. Then you just diplomatic, bro.
Sometimes you gotta fight. We'll be back.